everybody. Today we are continuing with the Transits Masterclass, and the focus is on Moon. Moon is one of the most important transits that we need to understand and know. And as I told you before, that understanding your transits and learning to live with them is the best gift you can give yourself. So I continue with the changing quality of the moon. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking Moon in the Transits Masterclass. Please remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. So Moon is the key planet that we watch in transit in Vedic astrology. Moon is known as Chandra, it is known as Soma, and Moon's transit is the fastest moving transit. Moon remains in one sign for 2.5 days, in one nakshatra for 1 day. It will cover 1 degree in 2 hours. So it moves quickly through the zodiac. Moon from a position like today back to this position takes 27 days. New moon to full moon takes 29.25 days. Now, the thing about the moon is that it is not just the moon's transit through the signs. You have to know what is the quality of the moon. Moon will be going waxing. That means it's going from new moon to full moon, waning, full moon to new moon. Every month we want to watch the new moon, what sign it is in, full moon. Many festivals are connected to new and full moon as well as other dates. And in order to truly understand what the moon is doing, you have to also understand the Panchanga. And Panchanga will be a separate topic. I will undertake that. But the Panchang will tell you exactly how the moon is, the full picture of the moon. But the thing about it is that moon by transit is showing the state of your mind. So what is the state of your mind, how you're feeling? This is very important when we are looking at moon's transits. And so in a month, moon will conjoin with Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Mars. So each time giving a different impact. Moon with Saturn, you can feel a bit depressed, but moon doesn't feel depressed for too long. It will move on, it will move away. Moon with Rahu, you can feel anxious, worried. Ketu, feel rejected or, idealistic. Think something very oddball during Moon Ketu conjunction. And then Moon Mars can be a sudden spurt of anger. So, every day as newcomers to astrology, you should check where the moon is. And even if you don't have like a major software, I would say that it is a good idea to invest in a phone software. They're not very expensive. And then you can look it up where the moon is today. And sometimes I look up also if I've had a difficult day, I wonder where the moon is. What is the moon doing? But moon also has the other quality of waxing, waning, certain days of the moon, especially Amavasya, which is when the moon is dark, Chaturdashi Tithi, 14th lunar day before the new moon. Those are when moon is not visible to the eye. So it is very emotional and very hidden energies can be there. Now, actually, what I advise my clients and my students also is to watch how moon affects you. And over the months, you will start getting to know, whether moon Saturn conjunction impacts you or moon Rahu. Because what is happening is these are not there in your own chart. So you don't have the capacity or ability to deal with them, because that is not something you're used to. But every month they will do some connection. And then once a month, moon will get debilitated. It goes into Scorpio. And that is always an intense time. However, for some people, say like Pisces, or for Cancer, Lagna, Scorpio is 5th house, 9th house. So it may be quite okay. Moon in Scorpio, you don't feel negative. But say, if Ketu is in Scorpio, then moon is debilitated in Scorpio, and then Ketu is there. So you get like a double whammy transit, or the sign where Saturn will be just suddenly things will feel blocked, or you feel anxious. So it is important to watch where the moon is and how it is impacting you. That is really key to understanding the moon. Then the moon will go every month 3 times through Gandanta. So 3 times Gandanta, you'll have Cancer to Leo, Scorpio to Sagittarius, Pisces to Aries. This is moon is crossing through Gandanta, water to fire sign. So it is stormy area there for the Gandanta. And especially if you're planning even a small project, you don't want to plan when moon is in Gandanta. Now remember that moon travels 1 degree every 2 hours. So maximum Gandanta impact is 4 hours. Sometimes you're sleeping through Gandanta, it doesn't matter. So it is key to understand that not every Gandanta 3 times a month you'll feel it, but definitely the main thing is this, that you're avoiding doing important things during Gandanta, because that is unsettled, insecure time. There's no support there, and that is a stormy area. Even though moon is in Cancer, but it goes Cancer Gandanta, that is not the best energy. Then, moon's exaltation in Taurus, that is always a pleasurable transit to watch out for. Moon in Cancer is pleasurable. Conjunctions, not the whole sign of Rahu. That means 2.5 days moon is with Rahu, but to watch the exact aspect there. And then there are the eclipses that take place. And both the eclipses, solar and lunar eclipse, moon is involved in both the eclipses. And wherever Rahu, Ketu are there, you know that when there's a new moon close to Rahu or to Ketu, there will be a solar eclipse. When there's a full moon close to Rahu or Ketu, there will be a lunar eclipse. So having all this kind of information in your baggage, you could say, you are holding on to all this knowledge base, then you can use this profitably, nicely, to give yourself a good quality of life, because your mind, you want to keep it calm. And moon is so changeable because it will be never the same because of its waxing, waning. It goes into Aries. It can be full moon in Aries. It can be new moon in Aries. Next time it is not neither full nor new because it's come into Aries. It's strength of what type of moon it is, waxing or waning becomes different. So moon is the most interesting planet to watch, but it's also changeable. It moves through each nakshatra. Certain nakshatras are more complex, but that is not necessary that you feel the nakshatra in a negative way. In my experience, I find that the moon is most difficult at eclipses day when it conjoins, Mars or with Saturn, Rahu, Ketu. Those are more intense. Moon going through Jyeshta Nakshatra, which is not the best for it. But then if it is going through Jyeshta Gandanta, that is what you have to watch. Ashlesha Gandanta, Revati Gandanta, So you slowly start having an idea about what is positive, what is not so positive. And that will help you to find an equilibrium. And I think that for moon, there are certain remedies you can do for the moon transit, is to try to have your daily routine life have a good routine. Don't chop and change too much. Secondly, moon also represents the food. So, eat good food, eat seasonal food. And most important is the day moon is with the difficult planets. Don't pressurize yourself. Don't have an overstressed day that day. And also, those are not the days to have discussions, important discussions, to start new projects. And I would say that if you do that, that would be very useful for you. So do leave messages and comments so that I understand how you are enjoying this new masterclass, and any other areas of transits you want me to cover. I will be covering all the transits. Thank you very much.